Hey everyone, thanks for clicking and welcome back. In this video, we're going to learn how to draw a hexagon in AutoCAD using the command. And not only that, but how to draw the same hexagon in isometric view with depth using AutoCAD. Stick around till the end. Okay, so let's begin with our circle. In this case, we are going with a radius of 50, so a diameter of 100. And we're going to draw our hexagon around this circle. We're using the Polygon command. So you enter the command and then you enter the number of sides that you want to use. In this case, it's 6. So you can either inscribe it in the circle or circumscribe it around the circle. We are going to circumscribe it around the circle like this, and there you have it. This is our hexagon around our circle using the Polygon command. So now we're just checking the distance across corners. It's 115.47. This is very important. So remember that distance, 115.47. And what we want to do now is we want to draw a rectangle around our hexagon. Right? So as we learned earlier, the longest side is 115.47. So this will be our base and our top. The base and the top of our hexagon, 115.47. And then we're just going to close in the sides. Of course, the sides are 100 millimeters each. So there we have it. We have our hexagon, we have our rectangle, and we are ready to roll. Alright, so now we move over to the isometric side of things. We're going to start off by drawing our baseline again, 115.47, but this time we are drawing it at 30 degrees, which is the angle for isometric projections. The vertical sides are still 100 and they are vertical. No need to change them to any angle or anything like that. I'm just going to copy this side over here, and then we put back the top, same length, but it's now at 30 degrees. So we can see the difference here. On the left we have our hexagon with our regular rectangle around it, and on the right we have our rectangle at 30 degrees, yeah, which is the angle for isometric. And we are just checking the dimensions there. Everything lines up. Everything lines up. What we're going to do now is we're going to identify the center, so to speak, vertical and diagonal, just so that we can identify them. And then we are going to label the points on our hexagon on the left. This was done off camera. So we have A, B, C, D, we have E, F, G, H, we have J and K. Now what's important here is the distance AE or FB. It doesn't matter really, they're all the same distance. So let's go ahead and measure them and see what it is exactly. So we have 28.87, that's the distance, and we're gonna go ahead and measure another one just to ensure that they are actually the same. So let's go ahead and measure GC. And you can see that it's the same, 28.87. Now this distance is very, very important because this is the distance that we're going to transfer to our isometric side, 28.87 as you can see here. And let's have it at 30 degrees. Great. Now we're going to simply take this line and paste it onto our existing drawing because we need those points. Those points or distances, the distance AE, FB, GC, and DH, they are very important for allowing us to transfer or copy over the hexagon to our isometric side. So we're going to connect them, and it's pretty straightforward at this point. Just find the end of the line that we inserted, and there you go. So already you can see the shape of our hexagon. It is in isometric projection at this point. And but we're not done yet. We're actually going to go ahead and change some layers, right? Change the layers and add some depth or thickness to our hexagon as seen in the thumbnail. Okay, so just off camera, I went ahead and removed some of the construction lines and changed the layers as well, just to make it a bit easier for you to understand and to identify the outline of the hexagons. And we're going to go ahead to isoplane, which enables us to draw lines in isometric. All right, so we'll actually do isoplane left. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add the depth or the thickness, if you prefer, of our hexagon. So we're going to go with 20 millimeters, as you can see there. And what I'm going to do now is just simply select this line and copy it and paste it to all the relevant points like this. And once we have those, what we're going to do after that is copy the sides, all the sides, and duplicate it. I'll shut up now and just let you watch and see what happens. So we're copying it and we paste it. So this is what it looks like. It's a bit messy now, but I'm just going to remove lines that you wouldn't normally see in a 3D drawing. Just going to cut them out, trim or whatever, just so that it's easier for you to comprehend. But for your drawing, you can change the layers, leave your construction lines, and just have the layers be different. All right, and this is what it looks like. We are basically finished.